Hey everyone, Remei the Raging Furry here, and I don't know what take this is, but I am going to be doing something called Lazy Cooking with Remei. So, if you're like me, you probably love to eat, and you either live with your family or with your roommates, but you're lazy. Have you exhausted all the delicious options in your fridge? Well, I have a solution. Do you have rice? Any sort of beans? Lentils? Okay, here's what you do. First things first, I chose lentils because most beans have some complicated cooking directions, which you can actually find on the back of the bag. But it turns out they are incredibly similar to rice when it comes to cooking. So, I'm a fat person, and I'm cooking for myself. I want something filling and tasty. So what do I do first? I measure out my rice. So I used up the rest of the rice in my current container, 2.5 cups. Alright, boom, done. So that means we need 5 cups of water. Alright, 5 cups of water. Then, obviously, you are going to bring it to a boil first. But first, you must measure out how many lentils you want. So I am going to put about 2 cups of lentils in here. Boom, 2 cups of lentils. In the pot they go. Now, 4 cups of water for lentils, just like how you double the amount of water for rice. Yes, I'm lazy, I didn't rinse out the lentils from earlier, but 4 cups of water. Alrighty. Now, next thing you're going to do, add butter to both. You will add your desired amount of butter to each. In this case, I will put this into the rice, and this into the lentils. Next, add desired amount of salt, to rice specifically. I decided to use kosher salt because it's easier for me to gauge. See, that's more than enough, because you don't want the rice to stick. But for lentils, it makes their shells tougher. So don't add your salt to your lentils. Next, grab your desired spices and mix them thoroughly into your lentils and rice respectively. Okay, you have added your desired spices to each. Now, bring them both to a boil. But make sure you fucking stir it, because you don't want neither of these sticking. Okay? Oh, I almost forgot. In your rice, add your soy sauce or marinade of seasoning. It's just a personal touch. So I'm going to do this before they come to a boil, but goody. Now you have both your lentils and your rice boiling. Make sure you stir them thoroughly while they are boiling, and once they get to that level where they want to overflow, turn these down to low, okay? And then set the timer for 30 minutes. You see how that ring is starting to appear? You want that to be happening on your lentils and your rice, alrighty? Make sure you have your lids ready, because you don't want this shit splashing on you. Okay, now you have set both your burners to low, and they are boiling. Hopefully they're not overflowing. If they overflow, just let off a lot of heat. Don't worry about the burning water. Alright, then set your timer for 30 minutes. The reason you're doing this is because when you cook more than 2 cups of rice, you're going to want it to cook for longer because you want each grain of rice to be done. But also, on the lentils instructions, you want them to be simmering for 30 minutes. So, we will come back when these are done, and I'll show you the finished product.